Hey everybody, it's Jim with Stickley on Security, and today Paige is on vacation, so I'm going to be talking with Tanya Holland over at Parkview Credit Union, and she's going to be sharing some really crazy information on some scams that are going on right now where criminals are taking over people's accounts in really creative ways. This is one of those ones where you assume, oh, this will never happen to me, or this only happens to the elderly or kids. As you'll see, this is happening to everybody. All right, so hey, Tanya, so let's just jump right into this thing here real quick, because what I'm most interested in is kind of this new twist. I realize it's not new, but I think a lot of people don't realize it's happening. So kind of first of all, explain what's been going on just recently here for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the last couple weeks in this area, we have seen something that you actually put a video out on earlier this year, Vishing, where our members and other folks in the area are getting a text message, and it says, hey, did you authorize this $250 Walmart charge? And they say, no. They just press N. No, I did not authorize that. The response comes back, great, we're going to give you a call and we're going to secure your account. So they trust us, and they think Parkview is legitimately calling them because the criminals are spoofing our main number. And so at that point, those getting the call truly believe it's their financial institution, have that trust, and they provide their online banking username because that's what we or the FI need to secure the account. And once they have the username, then suddenly they're requested, well, we have a secure code we're going to send you so that we can complete this.
Got it. So at
and
that point,
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, so that secure code, just so everybody's clear, when you click like forgot password, what to do? It says, oh, enter your username, and then you enter it, and then it sends you the actual text or email, and it has a code. So then these people, even though just we're all on the same page, in the text or the email it says, we will never ask you for this over the phone. And it's right there in their face, but they read it, and for whatever reason the person on the phone goes, oh yeah, don't ignore that. That's for other things, but for this, it's okay to read the code over the phone.
Correct, because it's your FI. It's your trusted partner.
So why wouldn't you? So, okay, so then they read the code, and now the criminal has the code, so they type that in, so now they're able to change the password. Well, now this is where I think it gets really interesting. So they don't just hang up on the person at this point. They do one more really cool thing.
Yeah, so they often will go into P2P, the Venmo type service. But what we saw was they were getting greedy. We have very conservative limits on that to limit this type of an attack, and they wanted more than that. Well, we have seen activity there, and people were giving codes out to allow that. What the criminals wanted was wire transfers. So they would key a wire transfer, but we require a callback on high dollar wire transfers. Well, when we would call back and get our actual member, obviously that wire transfer would be stopped. So what the criminals decided was that they would walk the member through putting a secure code into their phone, which would secure their account. That secure code was actually the sequence to forward all incoming calls back to the criminal.
So basically a star 72, basically they said, hey, we're going to have, because we want to help protect you, if you type this into your phone, it'll now make you more secure. But in reality, they were literally typing in the code to tell their phone from here on out, any call that comes in, just forward it directly to this other phone number. So then when your financial institution would call, instead of it being the member, it's now the criminal answering the phone number of the member. And so you guys, hey, did you authorize this? And they go, absolutely I did. Oh my God. It's so diabolically brilliant.
And they have the information, right? They already know the member name. They've probably gotten the last 4 of their social. They have enough that they can answer those basic verification questions with no issue.
You said on one of the things they were also doing when they had the member on the phone, which is you would go, there's no way this would work, but you said it worked really well. They would say, hey, while we have you on the phone, we want to confirm your information. And then they would read off the last 4 digits of a social security number that was just made up, 1127, and say, I just wanted to confirm this is yours. And the member would go, no, that's not mine. It's 1234. And literally give them that. So,
right.
yeah, but that just shows like once you're in the vortex, once you believe you're truly talking to the financial institution, every one of your guards is gone. They're just gone. And now you literally will just tell them anything. And that's, I think the biggest takeaway is, the biggest takeaway is if you get a call from a financial institution, just say, hey, I'll call you back, hang up,
Yes.
pull out your debit or credit card, look on the phone number right there on the card and call that number. That's guaranteed. Well, unless it's gotten call forwarding stuck on it, that's guaranteed to go to your financial institution, at which point they'll be able to help you. If there's really fraud going on, they'll walk you through and they'll get you where you need to be. Don't just trust that incoming phone call. No, even if it says the caller ID is the financial institution. If you just did that alone, great. But let's say for some reason you've gotten one step further in, you're believing it. Well, then the next thing is, if you ever get a code texted to you, no matter what, do not ever read it over the phone. If you don't read that code over the phone, again, you have solved the problem. You won't have the breach. And then last but not least, if the financial institution starts asking you for your personal information, that should be the hugest red flag. Like, they clearly have you set up your account with them. You gave them everything. You've been with them for a long time. It's not like they suddenly forget your information or accidentally update it to something that's wrong. It just won't happen. So there's so many layers in this where you have tells and things that would warn you. But again, the problem is when you're in the moment. And one other thing you pointed out was this is not like everybody goes, oh, well, that's probably seniors. That's senior citizens. But you told me this age range was crazy.
It was I'd say college age, mid-20s. And Jim, if this was a family member of yours, how do you get a hold of them? You cannot reach them to tell them what's happening to them because everything is being forwarded to someone else. So you have to physically go find them, and they don't know what they did. If they knew what Star 72 did, they probably wouldn't have done it. So trying to get that unraveled and reset it can be pretty messy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tanya, I so appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I mean, this is what, and this, just so everybody's like going to go, well, that's just happening at her credit union. This is happening nationwide. I mean, this happens. I mean, I deal with people that talk to me about this all the time, and it's continually getting worse, and they're very creative, and they're always changing their tactics. This is just one more way that they're doing it, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knew. So again, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Jim. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
All right.
Hey everyone, I appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you have any questions, go ahead and just fill them out in the comments. I read every comment that's posted, and I'll be happy to either make a video answering your questions, or I might just message you directly to get you the information you need. Have a great day.